Hello, 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 everybody. Um, if you are seeing this now, you are actually seeing this as a recording, which I've sent up to um sorry, drawing a total blank here, which I sent up to YouTube. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the rest of this party started, and we're going to get started right now. Just need to put this up here. So I'm actually going to be recording this 12/12 reading here, and I'm also doing it live on Instagram this evening, so bear with me. So I haven't really done a live on Instagram before, so pardon me while I try and figure some of this stuff out. Learning curve, right? We have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about today, though. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're going to wait for people to come on. Hi, everybody. This is Tori. I'm going to wait for some people to pop in. I did the announcement that I'm actually going to be on Instagram this evening. Let me see if I can actually. Hey, Jane, how are you? I'm just going to see if I can actually clip this, copy the link, and go into my Facebook page, drop that link in, try to multitask. Come on. Let's see. Let's try this again. I know I need to copy the link, which I did. Okay. And then I want to share this. Here. Paste. Next. Dink, 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 dink. All right. Let me go back to Insta. All right. So for those of you that are joining me, my name is Tori from Avalon Enchanted. I wanted to come on live tonight because there's a couple of different things that I wanted to talk about. Coffee talk, I guess you could say. Today is the 12/12 portal. So not only did I want to talk about the 12/12 portal, but there's also been some channeled messages that have dropped in that I also want to share with people so people are in the know. And then that way people have an idea, especially those who may very well be in tune with energy. They know what to expect. For the people that are maybe brand new to this or feeling energy for the first time and are in the process of waking up. So I'm also recording this right now on Zoom. So this way I can also upload it to YouTube as well. So if you are seeing this video as a recording, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be on Instagram, or whether it be on YouTube, please do hashtag replay so that way I know how far the video goes. It just helps me out. Also, please remember to like and share with your friends. Please make sure that you follow us on YouTube, hitting the bell, so that way you are alerted for when we have new videos that come out, because we do try and post the weekly Ascended Illuminations readings up onto YouTube as well. And I'm also trying to do some more content on YouTube as well too. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of chat as we do the reading. Like I said, there are some channeled messages that I definitely do need to bring forward. But right now with the 12/12 portal, anytime, so here's the deal. Anytime there is a double number, meaning like 1122, 3/3. So April 4th, May 5th. You get the picture. Those are portal dates. So we celebrate 8/8 or August 8th. That is Lionsgate, which is when we technically celebrate Sekhmet. So tonight is actually 12/12, which is a potent portal as well. I tend to feel that this particular portal has a lot of stuff that's going to happen, and I also feel that the portal, it's not just it opens one night and then it closes the next day. I just want to make sure that that part is very, very clear. I've been noticing that over time, as we are even at, well, let me take a step back. As we approach the likes of Calan Gaeaf, which is the Welsh version of Halloween, or Samhain, or Halloween, the veil tends to get thinner and thinner and thinner. And I tend to feel that it kicks off right around 8/8, and it tends to go pretty much throughout 8/8, 9/9, 10/10, 11/11, probably until the end of the year. And that's when things start to kind of slowly, ratchet down. However, this particular 12/12 portal, I do feel is going to be quite potent. So I do want to just kind of let people realize what to expect. So doing the numerology, a card just flew out. Doing the numerology, the 12/12/2023 portal, date, is a 4 number. So what does that mean? To me, that means stability. To me, that means we're in the middle of also working through things. We're not at the very end, but we're also not at the very beginning. We're kind of in the middle in terms of different processes and so on. So as the 12/12 portal opens, which technically now it's open, there are going to be a lot more people that are looking for guidance. Okay. There's going to be a lot of energy that people are going to feel. There's going to be a lot of energy that people are going to experience, whether they know it or not. And the people who are teachers, who are energy workers, healers, etc., you're going to find that people are either just having issues with the energy, it doesn't feel right, or they're just not used to it. They're going to need a little bit of guidance. Okay. They're going to need some guidance. And that's going to be where you come in, into this picture. Okay. So what do I mean by that? They're going to be looking to kind of figure out why they're feeling this way. They're going to be looking to figure out why people are crap crazy, ultimately. They're going to be looking at why, and here's a thing that is really coming in, especially right now, why time and the timeline in particular seems to be moving faster than usual. Okay, so that's going to be something that's important during this 12/12 portal. And I do feel like the 12/12 portal open now. I feel like it's going to peak around the 25th of December, which in itself is a huge portal. And then I feel it's going to work its way through 1/1, and it's going to really start to be closing by 1/5. Okay, so why do I say that? Because right now we are at an age, literally the age of Aquarius is upon us, and we're switching timelines to some degree. We're literally switching things in our orbit regarding the zodiac and things of that nature. And we are going into the age of Aquarius, which is an age that's very, very open. It's an age that is tied into mysticism and energy and feeling and being prepared for the energy that's coming in. We're also gonna have, like I said, the veil's gonna be bringing in a lot more energy. With the veil being thinner, there's gonna be a lot more energy coming in, more cosmic energy in particular. So that's gonna be one of the things that you're definitely gonna want to kind of keep an eye or an ear out for. There's gonna be more cosmic energy, and there's going to be more visitations. Okay. There's going to be more energy coming in. That's good. But, you know, as we are kind of throwing open the gates here during this time period, we also need to really be mindful that, you know, we have to take the good with the bad, or in this case, we have to take the bad with the good. Okay. So you're going to really need to, especially during this time, use your discernment, use your ability to determine, especially if you're channeling or if you're talking energetically, speaking to guides or what have you. You're going to really want to make sure that you are vetting who you're talking to and that it is the right energy signature, because there are going to be some people who may feel they're talking to certain, for lack of a better word, entities that are not who they say they are. Okay, they're not who they say they are. So that's going to be something that I really need to make very, very clear. So you really definitely need to really focus on your discernment level with things regarding this, because this is going to be something that potentially could get some people into some serious hot water and opening up things that maybe they shouldn't be opening up. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, other things that also came in, literally I sat down and asked my guides to give me some bullet points in terms of what to expect during this time with this portal, especially from 12/12 all the way through 1/5. And I asked specifically, are you sure it's supposed to go to 1/5? Like, yes, it goes to 1/5. I'm like, okay, goes to 1/5. Good to know. But we're gonna have more solar flares, which means that we're probably going to be seeing the likes of the aurora borealis more frequently, especially in 2024. I'm also feeling that this is going to be something that people are going to be seeing in areas where they don't normally see it. Okay. So more solar flares, more celestial energies coming in, and also more celestial contact. Discernment, not discernment. What's the word I'm looking for? A lot of celestial or galactic energy or accounts or encounters is already starting to come out, and I do feel like there's going to be more that comes out, and more in particular is going to be seen during this time that this particular portal time is open. Okay. I'm going to just say outright, politics during this time is going to be insane, so be prepared. You may also want to make sure that you're prepared for people as you are celebrating the holidays, especially as you might be around more people than normal. Be prepared for the political ideas and ideologies to come up during this time. Some good, some of it not good, depending upon what side of the fence you're on. Be prepared. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you are planning an exit strategy for yourself, so you're not getting sucked into something that is just dumb. Okay. But the politics, especially during this time period, during the 12/12 portal, all the way through to the 1/5 date, gonna be effed up. Gonna be effed up. All right. We are also going to have, so the intensity on the different wars, the different war fronts are also going to ratchet up. And I also feel like there's going to be, to some degree, from what I've been told, there's going to be some galactic, I don't want to say interference, but they may be kind of guiding in terms of how to kind of work through some of this. So we're gonna have to wait and see what that looks like, but I do feel like that is something that is possible. All right, so I mentioned the sightings, the galactic sightings will be happening. The wars are going to be a little bit are going to intensify during this time period. There are going to be more solar flares, more sightings in places that don't usually see the aurora borealis. We're also going to get some pretty good sized storms, I'm feeling. Whether it be rain or snow, there are going to be some sizable storms I feel that are going to be coming in. And there's also going to be some seismic events during this time. Here's the thing, I'm seeing fire. Now, why am I seeing fire? I'm not sure, but I'm seeing flames, I'm seeing fire. So I don't know if this means that there's a possible fire that's going to happen, or if it has to do with something regarding the Ring of Fire out in the Pacific. Not sure. They weren't clear on that one. But that is something to kind of take in the back of your mind. That's something to kind of consider and keep an eye out. That's it is what it is. So just be aware of that. But the biggest thing is really kind of be ready for people to kind of look to guidance from you. Why is this energy feeling this way? Why are people reacting in different ways that they don't normally react to? Why are these just different things going on? Why? There's going to be a lot of whys. Okay. So that's going to be something to really, really consider during this time. All right, so I have my cards here. I wanted, like I said, to see what's coming up with the 12/12 portal. See if there's anything else that I can come up with. Card wise. All right. It's funny because we're not seeing everything. We're not seeing the full picture on things. There are going to be some things that people are going to find out that they haven't been told everything. And I almost feel like this is on more like a global level, not necessarily like a microcosmic level, but like a global level where things that maybe we thought we knew, or things or processes that we thought we knew that were put in place may have necessarily have been put in place for different reasons than what we thought, or possibly we're not being told everything. But there are some new things that are going to pop up, especially during this portal. I have the Three of Swords, but I have it upside down. So it's going to be a challenge for people, especially people who are opening up. So that's why I keep on saying people who are light workers, people who are teachers, spiritual teachers, people who are just people who have kids that are gifted. You may find that your kids are, I don't want to say off a little bit, but they may need a little bit of assistance from you in order to help get them through this particular time period. Okay. In order to help them interpret the energy and to get through it and get on the other side safely. We got a lot of wands, we got a lot of swords. It's interesting because we have, as I like to call it, the screw it, I'm out of here card. This is the Eight of Cups. Okay, the Eight of Cups. And for me, this is the screw it, I'm out of here card. So you may very well see that there's a big bumper crop of people who pass, whether it be at their own hand or whether it be they have had illnesses going on and it's just their time. You may find that that is something that happens during this time period. All right. I'm also hearing that there is a lot in terms of really sticking to your convictions about certain things. How do I say this? You're going to find yourself having to explain yourself. And the people who are able to explain themselves in such a way where they're comfortable and they're confident and they're doing things in terms of being level-headed are going to be the ones that are going to be more victorious than the ones that are scattered and all over the place. Okay, so that's something to think about. We do have the Eight of Wands, which to me is a speed card, but why is it happening? Ooh, Hanged Man. Okay, different perspective. So we may find that we have to look at many different perspectives during this particular time period in order to help people. In the personal house, we have Temperance, the well keeper. Again, that's all about patience. It's all about balance. So you as a light worker, you as an empath, you as a psychic person, needs to be the person that's going to be standing in balance. So really make sure that you're grounding, you're anchoring, you're clearing, you're doing your meditations, you're really clearing out the energy and being really, really mindful, especially of your, as I like to say, your energetic hygiene. Okay, because that's going to be something that's going to be really important for you to help keep you going and to also help keep up your strength, to keep up your protection, especially if we have all this other energy coming in. You may find that you are in the process of putting up, for lack of a better word, blocks or what's the word I'm looking for, shields, in order to help shield your personal energy. So keep that in mind. It's interesting because I have the Two of Wands here, and for me, she is literally just kind of looking at the world and figuring out next steps. Okay, so this is the first step in some other changes within the universe, energetically speaking, that are going to happen. That are going to take place, especially around very significant times of the year. So the portals are going to be a big part of that. Okay. Some of the other bigger dates that you normally get, like well, for lack of a better word, Halloween, Kalangaeaf, Samhain, that's going to be a big one. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And I realize that's kind of far down the road, but you're going to see that these things are going to go from almost like portal to portal to portal. Okay. And I also feel like ancestral energy is going to also come through the portal and is going to help you interpret a lot of the things that are coming in. But again, like I said, use your discernment, make sure you're careful in terms of who you're talking to and that you're really focusing on being grounded and anchored and secure and protected. So whatever your protection protocol is, zhuzh it up. Okay, that is one of the things that I feel is really going to be important. Zhuzh it up. That's going to be important. There are going to be some things that you find that because of everything going on, you're picking and choosing how you want to work and what you want to do. Again, I'm going to go back to the Eight of Cups, where literally there are going to be some things that you might find yourself walking away from. Maybe it's because of the energies not necessarily feeling quite like you'd want them to be, or they're overwhelming. Okay, so that's going to be something that is important to know. Some of this energy may very well be overwhelming. So you may find that during this portal, you may also find that you need to take more naps. You may need more sleep. Okay. that's going to be one of the things that I'm hearing loud and clear for the people who are definitely on their game, energetically speaking, and it's part of your energetic hygiene that you need to work with. So that's going to be something that's really, really critical. So I also pulled the Sacred Sites cards, which is an awesome deck. And I wanted to see if anything pops up in particular, above and beyond what we got going on in regards to the cards and what I had channeled. While I'm shuffling, I do want to mention a couple of different things. We are in the process of finalizing our calendar for January and February. So you're going to be seeing, if you're not following our page on Eventbrite, please do so, because you're going to see a whole slew of different events going up for January and February for Avalon Enchanted. Okay. There's going to be a lot of stuff, from protection classes to crystal classes to feng shui classes on how to feng shui your sacred space, to gosh, what else? And I'm drawing a total blank here. Working with Bridget for Imbolc, to working with Hathor, to even a cacao ceremony. So there's a lot that's going to be going on in January and February that I hope that you will be attending, whether it be in person, and there are going to be some events that are also going to be online that have online ticket options as well. So we're going to try some different things out these next 2 months. All right, let's see what comes up. Chichen Itzin, Sedona, Thunderhead. I'm being told to pull one more. Tiwakanu. The thing that I'm seeing or feeling and hearing is that some of the finds that they're not talking about in Sedona are very much tied to Chichen Itzin. All right. And energetically speaking, the portals literally that are in the likes of Sedona work with Chichen Itzin. The energy goes through the portals. The energy goes through the vortexes. So you're going to find that there are going to be some new discoveries coming up too. I'm feeling in 2024, whether it be new sites in Mexico or new discoveries, whether it be in Sedona or the Grand Canyon or Egypt. There are going to be some new things that come in that people are going to discover, or people, how do I say this? They're going to discover them. I guess is the best way, even though there's some people, there's some organizations, there's some I don't want to say entities because I don't necessarily feel it's like that, but I do feel like there are groups of people that already know about this stuff that's going to come out. Jane says, I've been feeling a need to go back to Chichen Itza. Yeah, actually, Jane, I was reading that there is somewhere in the jungles around Chichen Itza that there is a Sekhmet chapel. So interesting. There may very well even be some type of, I don't want to say crystal skull, but something along the lines that what the crystal skulls do. Something like that may be discovered, but not necessarily talked about a lot, I guess is the best way to describe it. Let me also read the Thunderhead. I don't know that one. So give me a second. See what that's all about. So yeah, we definitely have a lot of new events that are coming up. And the other thing I also want to mention, which I am really excited about, is I have been called to do a very special type of 2024 forecast reading that is basically a full look at month by month at what you can expect, energetically speaking, to go down for you. I've been told to only offer 8. And the reason why I've been told to only offer 8 is because technically 2024, if you add them up, the numerology for it is an 8. So I've been told to only offer 8 spots. So it is an hour-long reading, and I will post the information up here as soon as I finish with the live and the video. So that way people who are interested in signing up for one of these 8 slots can do so. So the 2024 reading is only going to take place between December 26th and January 8th. So you'll be able to purchase one of these 8 readings as soon as I post it. But we'll schedule it for time between December 26th and January 8th, either remote by Zoom or in person at the Avalon Enchanted studio in Wickford is fine. So that's going to be something that's going to be coming out, and it's going to be up before the end of the night. So that's going to be available. So let me go back to Thunderhead, because I was told to look at Thunderhead. Thunderhead is west. Thunderhead is in the United States, so 234. Oops, I just saw it. South Dakota. It's focusing on wisdom. And like I said, it's focusing on South Dakota. It's in the Black Hills of South Dakota, which is where Crazy Horse statue is. It's part of Elders of the Lakota tribe area. Never give up. The Crazy Horse movement lives on, and perhaps one day the sculpture will be completed. Finish your tasks so that you are true in your splendor, and that may be revealed. So wisdom, and also really coming to making sure you're following through. The other one that also popped out was the Tiwanaku, Tiwanaku, Tiwanaku. Tiwanaku. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Sorry. Let me see. That's also one from the West. That's in Bolivia. 190. Self-worth. Nope, let's change it, Ethan. You try it again. Elimination. It's near Lake Titicaca in Bolivia. Bear with me. Finding your rock. This might be a relationship, a place that offers sanctuary, or something that you love doing. So you may find that you need to weed out some things that are in your life, whether it be people, whether it be specific things or situations that you know maybe aren't good for you. You need to weed those out. So it's all about focusing on things that, creating your sanctuary and really plotting your focus. All right, let me see if there's anything on Chichen Itza, because I've been to Chichen Itza during the time of the spring equinox, and we really did see the snake come down the side of the pyramid. So let's see. Chichen Itza 198. Self-worth, that's where I was reading. Allow your truth to surface so that no one can once again feel so that you can once again feel engaged with life. Speak out, don't be afraid to disagree, and learn to delegate and say no. To me, this is all about boundaries. And then we have Sedona. So I'm seeing a very interesting theme in regards to these cards. 214. Empowerment. Stand up for what you believe in. Focus on your manifesting. Reconnect to source. Remember, but make sure that you're connecting with the right energies. Spend time out in nature. But here's the thing. So with this sacred deck, the Sacred Sites deck, all of these 4 cards focus on the West, which I find really, really interesting. They focus on the West. So why do they focus on the West? Don't know. Maybe that's where that Ring of Fire comes in. That's certainly something that I'm going to need to kind of get more information on. Yeah, here. Okay. This is interesting. Sites of the West call a spiritual warrior within to arms, challenging those who gravitate to the places to deal with their fears, pains, anxieties in the here and now. And these sites resonate most with those who rely on their inner knowing, calling you to wield your power wisely and understand the beauty of the universal interconnection by remaining detached from drama. Pay attention to the messages. Work out what's right for you and what's not, for that matter, and transform your life. Choose many of these basically use your power. Stop. You have more power than you think. And this is really a huge focus on really going your own path and committing to it, and not necessarily being a follower, but being a leader. So all these cards focus on the West and the warrior energy and the energy of really blazing a path. I think that's kind of interesting. Literally all 4 of them were from the West. I wanted to see also if there's any Ascended Masters that wanted to step forward. So this deck that I'm using is the Divine Masters deck. It's a new deck by Kyle Gray. Let's see what they say. I'm also feeling that there's going to be a huge push with herbal remedies and herbs. One just fell out, so we'll see who else is stepping out. All right, let's see. We'll go with the top of the deck, Gaia. And we'll go with the bottom of the deck, Polarian. Okay, let's see what we got. So the card that flew out is Paul the Venetian. And he's all about revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. So this is giving you the opportunity to also use your skills, that maybe you have been taught that you just need to put into practice. Again, this whole portal part, this is going to be where you need to kind of really zhuzh up your protection. Like I said, use your skills that you know, and be ready and open for people who don't have an idea of why they're feeling this way. There's also going to be more opportunities coming in for people, especially these light workers, that there are going to be different opportunities that pop up, especially during this time period of the 12/12 to the 1/5. Okay. The other card that came up was Gaia, resilient spirit, earth connection, stay rooted in trust and faith. Again, to me, this is screaming, do your protection, do your clearing, make sure that your energy and your chakras and everything is clear to receive the messages. Otherwise, things are going to get garbled. And I feel like there's going to be almost like people who aren't doing their work in terms of doing this type of hygiene, they're not going to get the right messages because they're not going to be taking the time to really be clear, be cleansed, and it's not going to fully drop in. So that's going to be really important to really take into consideration. So I would say during this time, especially since the energy is going to be so strong, spend some time outside. I know it's winter time. I know it's cold in most places, but that's going to be something that may very well be very helpful for you for clearing your head, clearing your body, clearing your mind, clearing your energy, and allowing Gaia, Mother Earth, to mulch whatever you don't need away, okay, in order to be able to focus on what you need to focus on. The last one that came out is Hilarion, which is divine emergence. Be seen, let the world know your gifts. And this is kind of like what came in with the direction of Tiwakanu. You know, it was all about doing your thing, knowing your gifts, go moving forward, really allowing yourself to blaze a trail, but do it in such a way where you're careful, you're protected, and so on. So I feel like those are some of the messages that came through from the portal. I'm just going to pull one last thing. I have here the Kitchen Witch Oracle. So I'm wondering if there's any herbs in particular or any remedies that might be helpful during this time period for people, especially those who are light workers, who are working with other people, who might need the boost or might need to kind of help, might need the help in order to kind of help other people. Tea tree binding. So to me, this is all about making sure that your ego does not come into play. Aloe vera, soothe. You know, there's going to be, I don't want to say a lot of fires that you're going to be putting out emotionally for people, but there's going to be a lot where you feel like they're a therapist. And they're going to really kind of use you almost like their therapist. So I feel like there's part of you that definitely needs to help soothe them, but you also need your boundaries and you need your balance and protection. And then we have blackberry, which is invasive. Now, why are we getting blackberry invasive? Let's find out. I mean, the tea tree I get, the aloe vera I get, but blackberry. Please tell me that there is an. Okay, good. 24. Break free, boundaries in place. Boundaries in place. Intruders, get out of my face. Thorny, sharp branches and berries of black. Protect from invasion to prevent attack. This magic is worked with harm to none, so it be, there it is done. So time to break free, boundaries in place. Intruder, stalker, get out of my face. Thorny, sharp branches and berries of black. Protect from invasion to prevent attack. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. To me, this is really focusing on people who are very well blatantly disrespecting you and your boundaries. Standing up for yourself. Time to break away and free yourself from the entrapment and the attachments of others and heal from anything that is causing you unease. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So again, if you are watching this as a recording, please do hashtag replay, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be on YouTube. I kind of hit everywhere this evening. So please do hashtag replay. Please make sure that you like and follow Avalon Enchanted and share it with your friends. And also with the YouTube channel, please make sure that you click on the bell, and that way you are following us and know when new content comes out. And also, please make sure that you follow us on Eventbrite for our in-person and remote events for January and February. And again, there's 8 reading slots available for the special 2024 reading. I will post that when I get off of here, so people can sign up for that reading. It takes place December 26th through January 8th, either remote or in person, and it is $124. And it is going to be something that will give you the opportunity to kind of see potentially if there are going to be any pitfalls that you need to kind of be careful of for certain months, and get a little bit of a leg up, I guess you could say, in terms of what to expect, what to look for, what to maybe avoid, and so on. So take care, everybody. Goodbye. Trying to figure out how to stop this. Give me 1 second. Okay. So for those of you that are catching this as the replay on YouTube, it would be really helpful if you also comment on these videos that you see. Nice comments, please. Nice comments. It helps us get our name and our business out so we can reach more people and do more good. So I do hope that you take care, especially during this 12/12 portal, especially during the holidays and into the new year. And you're welcome to go to our website, which is avalonenchanted.com. If you're local in Rhode Island, our shop location is actually at 24 Brown Street in Wickford, Rhode Island. And our entrance to our unit is actually on the side of the building on Spink Street. So please check out our list of events. Please check out our list of services, whether it be tarot readings or oracle readings, energy healings, past life regression. What else? Coaching. There are going to be some coaching things that I'm going to be rolling out, and some new healing things that I'm going to be rolling out very, very shortly. So this is a nice little tip that they're not getting on whether it be Facebook or Instagram. So if you happen to be seeing this and you are interested in a reading, and you mention the fact that you saw this video on YouTube, you will get a discount for 20% discount on readings and services through the month of January. So take care. Bye.